Hey guys, this is mirdominance doing a long-awaited unboxing of the BTS exhibition owner goods that I've bought. I've been multiple times. I bought some stuff for myself and did kind of orders for other people, but this is strictly what I've bought for myself. So first things first, if you wanted to get merchandise from the BTS exhibition, you need to line up hella early. So there's certain things that are super rare that literally for each session there would only be 3 of. Like the photo frames, the acrylic clock, like one camera, like a lot of stuff is super limited. Let's see. And then other things they just sell out within, like if you're not lined up within like say the first maybe 40 people, certain things are going to be sold out. But anyway, so this is what I was able to grab for myself and keep. So first things first, when you go in, you get a booklet. Since I went many times, I went and got an English version and a Korean version. They're both exactly the same. The only difference is the language. So I will open the English version for you. So the color for this was yellow. You can either, when it came out, you can either buy the single session tickets or a half book. If you are a half book, you can only go 6 out of 7 days a week. You cannot go Sunday, and you can only go through the first 3 sessions with the half book. The perks of the half book is that, well, I don't know exactly, like, they were really fair about the line situation. So in the morning, if you're there lined up before the staff comes, you just get in one line, and then they separate you into people with half book and people with single ticket into 2 separate lines. And then when you go in, they merge the line to make it, equal, like so that they both go in at the same time. So it's not that half book people can rush, in all at once. But so I always bought the single ticket, and I was mostly going to session 1 because I was buying goods. The earliest I ever lined up was, I believe, like it was like 4:30 a.m. to try and get, like acrylic clock and stuff like that. I was able to grab stuff like that for other people, but not, unfortunately, not for myself. So like I was 4th in line to go in, and I will tell you that literally after the first 3 people, the acrylic clock would be sold out. The photo frame would be sold out, and the stuff like the camera and like, stuff that was super limited would be sold out after 3 people because there was literally only 3 copies. So yeah. Anyway, this is the floor plan. This exhibition was pretty big, and I was really shocked. And at the end of the exhibition, you can stamp it with all 3 stamps. And I also stamped my army membership book. So yeah. The only thing I don't like with these stamps is that after a while, it turns yellowish. So whatever it leans up on, the stamp like bleeds onto the paper. So yeah. Okay, so I got 2 posters. I bought J-Hope and Suga. I decided, like not to go out and buy everyone because my favorite photo that was taken was Suga's, and I kind of just wanted to pair it, so I went for the soap pairing. I will show you a picture of this unboxed in a second. Here we go. Okay, so this is the Suga poster. I'm not a big fan of how it was printed. It's kind of very beaded, but I really like Suga's photo. And this is J-Hope's photo. So he's wearing a white pocket tee. You can see. It doesn't show up, like, the way that it's printed is super, like the bright tool was used too much, so you can see, like, the beaded dots of how it was brightened. But far away, it looks really, really nice. Yeah, this is the J-Hope poster. The second thing I bought is the 오늘 book. I initially wasn't going to get this for myself because I was planning on getting the metal photo frames, but I was never able to. So I went ahead and got this for myself. So the book is not actually like a book, it's like a postcard book. So these are detachable. This is one of those gummy, sticky ends, so you can rip them apart and take the pages out one by one. So yeah, the paper's super thick, like matte board, art matte board. And you get 2 photos of each member. Anyway, so you have to be super careful with this spine because it's gummy, it tears. So here it is, it just teared. When you bought the book, sometimes the pages are already detached. That's not something that they will refund you for. It's just the way the spine is. So yeah, that is the Onu book. I also bought myself the clipboard because I wanted the little photo card set, and I'll be giving this clipboard to a friend. The photos I have put in this book, which I will show you how I stored everything. So the clipboard is nice. It's really sturdy. Like, it doesn't bend. It's super sturdy, and it's yellow. And on here it has little drawings. And then the back is just clear with Onu, and it's a metal type, like this. Okay, so how did I store the stuff that I got? I went ahead and bought myself some sticky type of photo booklets. I'm not a fan of the binder, you know, 3-ring binder look. It just doesn't look neat to me. So what I did was I went to Hot Tracks, or you can go on Gmarket and find any type of photo book that is like this style, and I went ahead and did that. I bought these 2 stickers just to put in the little window so that it looks cool and I know what this is for. So in here I will show you all the photos that I got from these are live photos, so I went to all 3 sessions and got all 3 photos. I will also show you postcard set, I believe B is what I bought, as well as the mini photo cards that came with the clipboard. So let's go to book 1. And I know that for these type of sticky books, you shouldn't store the picture directly on the sticky stuff because the acid over, like, you know, 20 years, 30 years will end up like really permanently sticking to it. So I have the photos in little OPP sleeves. Then I have a little paper underneath it so that only the plastic and a little edge is stuck to the paper and it keeps it in place. And then it also, the photo is double protected. So yeah, that's how I ended up storing these precious photos. And I'll do a quick flip through. So this is season 1. I will say this is not all of the photos. That, like, in each session there were like maybe 2 or 3 that I didn't really care for, so I just didn't buy them. But for most of the part, I would say this is like 95% of the photos. And of course I'm going in order, and I always go in order of, you know, the lineup, the fan tents: Namjoon, Seokjin, Yoongi, Hoseok, Jimin, Taehyung, and Jungkook. And then at the end of season 1, then I restart again. So this is season 2, starting with Namjoon. I would say if you went to the exhibition, the most precious thing you probably could have bought were these photos. Okay, and then on the last page, I just put my tickets that I've used to buy season 1 and season 2 photos. So these are that's the end of book 1, and then book 2 is also full. So this is the end of season 2 because I still had a few Jungkook photos left, and then we're gonna start at season 3 with Namjoon. I believe season 3 there's only 2 photos that I didn't buy from season 3. Okay, and that's the end. Jungkook. Then the tickets. They printed session 3, like season 3 tickets in green. And this is postcard set B, I believe. This is the one I bought. Once again, these are also in OPP sleeves with a piece of paper behind it to keep it from sticking or the acid from penetrating the photo. So they're double protected. Okay, and then Jungkook. And then the photo cards that came with the clipboard were really nice. And then I preserved one of the extra books that I got from the mini sessions I attended and just used it as the final few pages. And yeah, so that's the end. I purposely picked these 2 colors because I feel like they match the Ono aesthetic, and I'm glad that they look like a pair. I will put a link down in the description box below of the brand that I'm using to store these photos. I'm going to buy a red one and store all my Love Yourself tour like photo cards and stuff like that in there. And I will also use that video to show you exactly how I end up storing these. Like, once again, I'm not a fan of the binder look. I just think it looks not pretty, and I like to store myself in pretty things and have it look cohesive. So yeah, if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below, and I'd be happy to help you. Once again, this was the unboxing of some of the BTS Onu goods that I purchased, and I hope you enjoyed.